welcome to the crack of dawn. I'm so excited that you're tuning in. As a matter of fact, I met this guy today. He ran up to me, Ed Little. I got his business card. He was like, I love the show, and I couldn't believe it. It must have been the white glasses because I left the Pradas at Kristen's over the weekend. Spent some time with my roommate from college from Manchester by the Sea. She came up. We had a lovely time. This is such a nice area, the Farmington Valley. So I'm back. I just came from the senior center again. I came in here not knowing what to paint. So I thought, you know what? I'll just paint what I painted in class with the seniors. And we decided this time, Kat's my director, Joe's my camera guy tonight. Thank you so much, Brian. Everybody here, I love you. But Kat said, Dawn, let's just try to slow down a little because you do move fast. And I said, I know. So what we're doing is I'm just gonna I'm figuring out the cameras. So I'm gonna try to show more, when I'm showing you a camera, I believe I would go like this. Now, a lot of times I was going like this before I got everything all messed up. So I'm, working on that. I'm a little special with the technology, but we're getting good. So thank you for that, Kat. And Kat asked me to direct her show, but they said, don't worry, baby steps, Dawn, baby steps. So I'm like, okay. So I'll be directing Kat's show, and I'm so excited. So we'll be tuning into her show as well. So what we're gonna do today is what I did at the senior center. It's a very loose Cape Cod scene. This took me about 5 minutes. I was sitting next to Eleanor, and it is true that with time, you get better at art. Maybe not always, but yeah, she's got 50 years on me, so of course she's gonna be better. So I was getting mad, and I was sitting next to her. It was so fun though, mad in a good way, not jealous, But we thought this would be an easy painting for this episode. I'm gonna show you a couple more paintings that you can see that are out here, a commission that I'm doing for the lovely Kelly, whose beautiful dog, here, let me move this, show you. Beautiful dog passed away, and a lot of people like to remember their pets, especially people that don't have kids. So when you're doing a dog and somebody gives you 2 photographs and says, you know what, you can either do this one or you can do this one, or can you put him on the flowers in this one? I prefer to go with 1 photograph rather than mixing, because it can be a pain. And then people say, oh, he doesn't look the same, and that's because the light's different in the pictures. So that's a good one. On another episode, we will be fixing our chicken. He's just very blue. He doesn't have any warmth. And the other chicken, I left in Stowe, Vermont for the chicken lady. So that was great. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start with the horizon line, okay? And I'm gonna paint a little bit, I've got a red pen. I've never drawn with a red pen before, but it's so funny because I got some red paint on me before, and I'm gonna use the red pen to draw with because a sketch is very, very important. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna draw the horizon line, which is here. Okay, I don't know if you can see the red pen, but I'm gonna go very fast. And then here's where oh, you can. You can see the red pen, can you believe it? This boat has 2 triangles, but it looks like it's 1 triangle. So draw the 1 triangle, and then you can split it in half, see? And then it has this black part of it underneath. And then these trees in the background are sort of going like this, okay? It can go up, it can go down, it can go straight, doesn't matter. Now, the fence, the big tree, the big bush comes out here, and it's going around all the way and into that, okay? And then it has a shadow. And then you're gonna draw the white fence. It's so easy. If you wanna get a ruler, get a ruler. Kids at Jamoki ask me all the time, Mrs. Lombardi, I need a ruler. And I'm like, well, I've got those, but you don't really need one. Grab a book, use the side of something, you can do whatever you want. I'll show you the colors we're using in a minute too. So when you make a, little mistake or something, don't worry about it. It's a happy mistake, like Bob would say. And I love watching that show. I've made so many mistakes. We were talking the other day because my kid is 15 now. Everybody's like, oh, did you ever make any mistakes, like bad ones? I'm like, oh, like really bad ones? And so all the moms, well, the nice moms tell the truth, but the other ones say, no, I never did anything awful. So, we were in Florida. This was a Tony one, but it was awful. And there was a fan, going in Florida. Every room has a fan. We went down with the baby, and you do this with your baby. You put them up in the air and make them laugh. And my husband put him up in the air, and the fan, phew, oh, he was probably like 6 months old. I don't even know. He was fine. I called the doctor. She's like, don't be too hard on them. I'm like, I won't, because I've done things. For the bushes coming over, just do like the letter, I'm trying to think, like you're doing the second part of an M, like this, and just go over, because these are kind of climbing over the fence. Okay? There's a couple little houses here, a little beach stuff there. I'm trying to slow down. I told Kat I am. I'm like Jeff Goldblum from The Fly. When you see that movie and he starts turning into a fly, and all of a sudden the girlfriend comes home, he's on the ceiling. It's crazy. So we're gonna start with our colors. These are Cape Cod colors, but it could be Long Island. So we don't know, not till the end, we're not gonna know. So I only have 2 brushes, and I would love a big fat one right now, but that's okay. I have small brushes, not prepared, which is a good thing because people get very, very frustrated, you know, when they don't have things planned right. I notice it with kids a lot, you know, things don't go right the way you want. And, you know, sometimes you're just not prepared and it's okay. So we're gonna do the sky first. I have these 2 blues. I believe this one is French ultramarine, and I believe this one is French ultramarine. But they're 2 different brands, okay? So I'm gonna mix the blue with the other one, why not? And then I'm gonna add some white, okay? And I'm gonna add some white and a lot of water. Watch what happens when I add a lot of water. It starts dripping everywhere, which means it's gonna cover the whole thing. Now, again, with a fatter brush, and I don't see one down there in my basket, but with a fatter, whoopsie, that's not a big deal either. People get so nervous, which is why I paint standing up a lot. If I'm gonna use very watery stuff, then you can paint standing up. But we have 24 minutes. I can do this. If I did it in 5, I can do it in 24. Yeah, lots of happy mistakes in all sorts of things in life. Paint the sides. Sandy, thanks for mentioning me in class today. She's so good, it's crazy. I'm like, you know, sometimes it's like, God, I need my antidepressants before I go to the senior center sometimes because, just kidding. But it's true. I see their paintings and I'm like, gosh, these are so good. So, you know, today was one of those days. Sandy's painting this gigantic sunflower, very close up, and it's a big painting. And then she has this gigantic butterfly on it, like this big. It's amazing. I'm gonna move this because I don't wanna get it on it, even though I don't really mind. Just move it over a little. I don't think it's gonna block the cameras, but if it does, I'll move it back. So I'm mixing this, you know, we've got time, and again, with a bigger brush, you can cover a lot of this up. You want, looks a little lighter here, looks a little darker there, you want that. If you have clouds, you know, you might want the clouds, I don't know. Mine's not gonna have clouds, I don't think. Maybe a couple shooting through. And if I don't paint the sides, because I really wanna make sure I get through the painting so you can all see. Remember, if anything's white, try to leave it white, because it'll be less of a pain later. Okay, go around it. And it's so fun because these smaller canvases, they really are special. It's special not to have something the same size. You know, every time you get a notebook for school, it's always the same size, 8 by 10, 8 by 10. So when you get a different size, it makes the painting extra special because then it has to be custom framed, and you know, then people realize how much they paid. Because a lot of times the frame is as much as they pay the painter. You look it up on Google. I Google all that stuff. I'm like, wait a minute, aren't I supposed to be making more money than the framer? No, doesn't say it on Google, because his job is just as difficult. His job, you think different, but no. I can't frame. I don't know how to frame this. I don't know what to put around it. That's why you go to a framer. Oh, this blue spill. So this blue spill, I'm trying to cover it up, and you know, I'm just using my hand. But usually, if you just take a cloth, that's going to come off just fine. But you know what? This is going to be blue. This is going to be this color because it's a reflection. So if you get blue where the blue is, don't worry about it. I might make it a little lighter blue, just so it's a little bit different, but it's still the same hue. Yeah. Okay, I think. I mix up everything now. I do. And I hope everybody's going to have a nice Memorial Day coming up. So excited. We've got a lot of things going on. People have picnics and stuff. I don't know if my family does any of that. But it's going to be nice. I hope it's nice weather. We had a lot of rain. I've been miracle growing, and I didn't read the directions. Oh, can you believe Dawn didn't read the directions? So I said to my husband, who always reads the directions, I said, Tony, I've been miracle growing my flowers every day. And I just read the back of the Miracle Grow thing, and you know what it says? It says, Miracle Grow every 4 to 7 days. I mean, I've been doing it like 5 times a day on everything, just thinking it's gonna blow up and look gorgeous, and I'm probably killing everything. So I have no idea. Now I've, let low on the Miracle Grow, and hopefully the flowers work out. You have to come by my shop. It looks so nice. So now enough blue. There's no more blue. I think I got all the blue. I left some clouds. That kind of looks nice though. If I don't want them, I can go back. But again, you want darks and lights. It shows depth and light. And, everybody wants to be an impressionist painter. Not everybody. But most of the people in my class, we call it loosening it up. Because all the paintings that are selling that I notice are very loose. They're just stripes and kind of like this. So that's what I was thinking today. I was thinking, let's do that. Now, I need this Cape Cod greeny color. I'm sorry, Greenwich, Connecticut. That's where it is. So it is green, Viridian green. We'll mix a little brown with it and some white. Possibly add a dab of yellow. So I'll show you those colors. It's going to be, okay, we're going to do these 2 greens. This is Viridian green. It's a very bluish green, very bright. It's just like this color is Viridian. Let me see if I can mix it so I can show you a little bit what Viridian's all about. Viridian green is like the hydrangea leaf, okay? It's a very, I'm going to put it on here so you can see. It's a very, very bright green, and it has some blue in it. Sorry. Slowing down, okay? So anyways, we're gonna take some green and some Viridian, and if you mix it with the blue, it's okay because yellow and blue makes green. So I'm just using this space because I need space and I ran out. So I'm mixing this blue with the 2 greens, adding some brown, and then adding a ton of white, like I said, and a little yellow. And you should be able to get this nice kind of, okay, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm getting this nice kind of, add a little bit more brown. If you wanted a little red in there, that'll add some brown in there. Okay. And red and green, think Christmas, they're across from each other on the color wheel. So anything that's across from each other on the color wheel, like I said, purple and yellow, blue and orange, and yellow and green, all secondary colors they make. And they make brown when you mix them. So we're gonna throw in this green. Oh, I like it, it's okay. It's not matching the other one, so I can mess around a little bit if I want. Throw a little more yellow till I get what I want. And remember, it's impressionist painting, so the light will be everywhere. It'll be thrown around. And I'll have to be visiting Eleanor over the summer because I will miss her. I'm going to be teaching at the senior center, but I'm going to stop for a while, take a little break, enjoy. And I can do the background while I'm at it. Okay, you're going to throw that in. Okay. You want different colored greens, so have a couple different colored greens here. Couple different colors so that you can put your bush here and he'll be a different color. Okay? And I know I go fast, but I don't want you to be nervous. And if you slow this down, you're going to have a ball. It really is fun. And I can't believe the talent in our class. Janice, sheesh. And we have so much fun. Lucille did a very interesting one today. Jean did a very hard one. She said, can you help me with this? And I went over there. I wrecked it. I did. Sorry, Jean. I thought I could do it. It was a portrait. It's very hard to do portraits sometimes. Okay, I'm going to go back with my yellowy green and throw it in the background over here because I need to do that before the credits come. And then, we're out of time. And it was so fun last week. And now that the weather's getting great, I'm going to ask my camera crew one day, might be in a year or something, but maybe one day we can go outside and paint the Farmington farm truck. Jen said she'd pull her truck right up to Nutmeg TV. She'll pull that thing right up front. And anybody that's into, oh, Kat, you will go crazy. Jen Villa from the Farmington farm truck. Yeah, they only do organic, I think. Yeah, it's right up Kat's alley. I mean, I just, she's not going to touch anything that's not good for her. That's why I'm going on the show. She's going to fix me. And I'm going to be much healthier, maybe. But anyway, the Farmington farm truck, it's fantastic. And I told Jen, she's fantastic. Chad runs it too, I think. And he's great, great people. So they ride around in this crazy old looking truck, except they refurbished it. And they have fruits and vegetables on the side of it. They have honey, all local, you know. So we're going to throw that in. I would imagine I have like 10, 11 minutes left. I have no idea, but I bet it's long because it just races right through. It races right through here. Okay, and then I'm going to start putting some different colors. Now, the fence is white. So leave it white. And you can paint the white paint over the gessoed canvas, or you can leave it. I don't really know what I'm going to do yet. I haven't decided. But I'm going to put some darks in now. My bush has a shadow, so I'm going to take some Viridian and green right here. I'm going to mix some black in. Let's see what happens. And I'm going to throw that around so it's a little bit darker green. Green and black, yes, of course. It's going to make a darker green. And so I'm going to put that around in my bush, probably towards the bottom, most likely, because the top will have more light on it. Okay, and the shadow is going to be darker. That's the shadow of the bush. Okay, that goes there. While you have the darker stuff, you know, throw in a little over here. It's usually towards the bottom because the light is hitting the top of the tree. Throw that in. Isn't it so fun? I'm having so much fun. And it was so fun telling you about my inventions. I forgot a couple of them. So one of my inventions, I don't think there's going to be televisions. I don't think there's going to be televisions anymore because the opaque projector was invented way back when the old masters would use them to trace. And so an opaque projector is basically a television. You get this big, gigantic television. You know what's in the television? A little teeny light that opaques the projector onto the screen. So basically, as long as you have a phone, I think you can watch TV by hitting an app and just shooting your phone against any wall. You can be anywhere, as long as you have a wall that's white. I mean, that's going to be the next invention. My next invention, I forgot. It's called, hold on. I think I will do with white. So I'm going to go like this. There's still some green on that brush, so I'm going to use my brush that I never used yet. And this, oh, I did use it, darn. And that's another thing. You usually want to have some cloths, which I don't, but that's okay. I'm going to keep tapping. And all of this comes out of the, you know, it all comes out. So let's put some white. And I'll tell you about my other invention. Oh, my God. So it's called Lombarder instead of Lombardi. And you just go on my app, and you barter. I need a painting. I'm like, well, I need a patio. Huh. Okay. How much is that going to be? The white's turning green. So forget it. I'm leaving it white. I can't seem to clean my brush off. Let's see if I can do it with my finger. But how great would that be? Uncle Sam would go out of business. We'd just be bartering all day long. You know, I need a cheeseburger. Well, you know, I need some, I need a banana bread or whatever. But Lombarder. So that was another one. So this mixed with the green didn't work, but I just cleaned my brush very good. And I do this a lot, I know, and I don't even have any tattoos. It's crazy, but I do this. But it's working, and anything to be an artist. So I'm going to go in and make sure that it only has white. See how it has some blues and greens mixed in. Okay? And they're doing close-ups. And next time, I'm getting my entire face waxed because they're going really close in, and it's the in thing to do now. Okay, here we go. We're going with the white fence. It's turning a little green there, but who cares? It's going to cover up my red pen. And I really don't want globs. Globs can be up close. No, I'm going to leave it white because it's, well, who cares? Everybody makes mistakes. And Bob Ross is really in. I can't believe how popular he is. Everything's coming back to when we were kids. Since I have the white, again, you want to have a clean brush, which I don't, but it's okay. That's a quick fix later. Clean the brush. I'm going to put the sailboat in, but I'm going to make it one sail because I have this boppy brush. Okay, put that sailboat in there. I guess I do the white fence just so you don't see the red pen, but it's going to go like that. We're going to do it pretty quick. And I'm going to do the white fence. Okay. Another thing you can do when you do the fence is you can take some gray or black and use the end of your paintbrush like this. And you can draw in some of the fence lines. See that? And it looks nice sometimes. Quick and easy, you know, when you don't have things like a pencil or a red pen. It's crazy. And I am going down to Martha's Vineyard. Crashing the party, Moon. Trash. We've got 5 minutes left. It's not that much time. So I'm just going to blow through, okay? And I'm just going to put in the rose bushes. Now, get some alizarin crimson. Mix it with some white. Put it over here where it's near nothing else. And make a darker, make a lighter, and make a really lighter. So you've got a few, okay? And then just use this straight. I can mix in this other red, which is a cadmium red light, okay? And I'm gonna start putting some flowers going over. Now you want different color pinks, so you can go like this, okay? They're going all on the top of my fence and they're blowing over, gorgeous, okay? Isn't it so easy? I make it look easy, but I'll tell you, I'm a wreck at other things. Try to clean, and then like next minute, the whole house is a disaster. Maybe I'll put some blobs. I mean, I just said not to put blobs. We're not putting blobs, sorry. We're gonna put a little bit more darker roses in here, kind of dotting them around, okay? And then we're gonna put in the leaves, because they all have leaves. Flowers have leaves. I don't think they can grow. Photosynthesis. I forgot everything I learned in school, but you know, we're getting there, okay? Yeah. So here's what we're gonna do, okay? You know, we're gonna have fun for Memorial Day. And you know, when I travel to Martha's Vineyard, I'm just gonna sit. I'm not sightseeing. Sightseeing for what? I'll sightsee like I was telling Joe. I said, remember that word sightseeing, because I thought on my way here, you know, I sightsee from the porch. That's where I sightsee from. I don't really wanna go running around looking at all the things. I just want to look out the front porch and enjoy. I'm kind of like, maybe that's why I work so well at the senior center. I'm putting in some, you know, leaves. I'm doing a little dark, but I'm going to go back and put in some light too. Okay. There might be some, and again, that Viridian green is so much fun. Mix it with some white. Watch what happens. Oh, I'm mixing it with the black by accident. I can't see. And I left my Pradas at Kristen's. Thank you, Kristen. Speaking of Kristen, she's half my size, and she'll take off your whole roof. Rips the thing off with her husband, Bill, no problem. Hastings Silvers. Oh, it's crazy. I'm like, how do you do that? She's like, oh, you know what? I've been doing it for years. And then she's the curator at this museum. I'm gonna make a little bit lighter on the leaves. So we have a couple lighter leaves in there, okay, because you don't want all dark. You know, it looks kind of nice when you've got a couple different color leaves. Mixing a lot of yellow with it adds some sun. You mix a lot of yellow with green, and it adds instant sunlight like this. Okay, now all of a sudden you got the sun coming in here. Let's make some more sun back there. Add some white, and then you've got even lighter greenish white like this, see? And you can throw it in like that, and you can even make more light like this. And that kind of dabs it around nice, doesn't it? And then we can add it here. Okay, that looks nice. Let's put it on the top of this bush, and then let's put it in here. Throw it in with these flowers. Make some more colors. Okay, and then there's a shadow under the leaves. There has to be. So what's the shadow? Black and white mixed together. Watch, I'll just do it now. So easy. So we get some white, we get some black, and it makes gray. And then you're going to take the gray, and you're just going to make that shadow underneath. Okay, and I'm kind of just like tossing it around like this, okay? And you know, this is just a start, so don't worry. I mean, I'm doing mine fast, but if you go slow and take some time and look in magazines for little pictures like this, little simple things. A lot of them have houses in the background. I'm just gonna do a couple houses, and I'm gonna do a beach. I'm gonna do a beach. Can you believe how fast I go? I'm crazy. I just work on fast pace. So I'm doing a beach, so I'm taking yellow ochre, mixed with white, okay? And it's mixing with the green. It's not working out too good. But we're just gonna keep on going. We're gonna go there, little beach there, and then I'm gonna add a couple white houses. You know, there's always the Cape Cod house on the background. So I'm gonna put the thing on, putting a couple houses back here. Houses back here, kind of looks nice. Maybe another boat floating around here. Maybe another boat there. Maybe a boat here. I mean, a couple boats. Maybe some clouds. I mean, crazy with this thing. I just love it. I could do this all day. I don't like those clouds, but I'm having fun. I like to do this at the end. It's crazy. So tune in. I'll have a new outfit on, and it's going to be great. And Coachy's coming. Bruins going to win the cup. Nick Bonino.